Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. There is currently no change to the wave count, therefore it will be a brief video. I've got quite a lot to go through today. We've got CPI data later coming out as well, and I'll do a live stream, so keep watching for the link on YouTube. I'll probably start half an hour before the CPI data release, okay? Currently we are watching if Ethereum is in this wave 2 or maybe complete. I think we have a possible top in place. I wouldn't count it though as an ABC structure anymore. It's WXY. If a top is in place here, WXY. If it is a wave 2, it would have been a very shallow wave 2. Yeah, I'm sure other interpretations are possible. It's just that the wave count makes it really hard. The choppy nature of the decline makes it very hard to come to a clear conclusion, because what I don't like is of this Friday high, how this move down looked, and I don't like the length of this move, so it has to be a 1-2-1-2, unless something different is going on, maybe an ending diagonal where I would have to count this as a 1, but then if it's an ending diagonal, this doesn't really look clearly 3-wave like, but then again you get a lot of distortions on lower time frames. So I'll observe this. I mean, I reserve the right to change the lower degree wave count here. Ideally, we are following through now to the downside. It looked like half an hour ago, it looked like it would do so. It's lost a bit momentum now. And if this is a third wave breakdown, it should happen quite swiftly, quite quickly. Can't see it yet, but it doesn't mean it shouldn't, or it couldn't happen. But it needs to take out the wave 1 swing low, which is the Monday low, to confirm, which is basically at 1817. Bear in mind, today we have CPI data coming out, so there will be a lot of volatility, most likely. Last few CPI reports were a little bit of a non-event. What can always happen, because this move up is a 3-wave structure, we need to be aware of that. If the move up is a 3-wave structure, it makes a flat pattern quite likely. So what can happen, until we really break below 1817, we could get this A wave, B wave, C wave. You can get a very deep B wave that can even, and that's the annoying thing about B waves, can even overshoot to the downside. Now I don't necessarily think that will happen, but that sometimes happens. You can get that overshooting B wave to the downside. And that is the problem if the move up was just a 3-wave like move, in this case of this wave 2. So we could then move the wave 2 here, and the A wave would consist of WXY, a 3-wave move. The B wave is basically unfolding now, and then the C wave up is still to follow. Again, we won't know what it is, until it happens, but the point is that we can focus on the downside as long as we stay below 1913. So the price has space to move in this scenario all the way up to 1913. So it can do all sorts of things. It can do this, right? It could even break down directly. So, but the break below 1817 would be confirmation for us that the wave 2 is over. It would be a very shallow wave 2 though. It would be very shallow. And bear in mind that movements can be quite chaotic on a CPI day. So yeah, follow through to the downside still preferred. The key pivot point here is 1913. So only above 1913 I would think about changing the wave count, because then the break or the move to the upside would be too strong for what I would normally consider a wave 2. Likelihood would then suggest it's something different. It would not invalidate the wave 2. The wave 2 is really only invalidated as soon as it goes above the larger degree wave 2 there, which is at 1939. But experience tells us that a move above the 78.6 retracement, because that's a deeper retracement than ideal for a wave 2, it would then typically be something else. Okay, so it could be something slightly more bullish. But for now, this is the pivot, and we focus on the downside, deeper into the yellow support area, with support at 1754, 1663, 1533. And it will be interesting to see how we react today to CPI release. I explained in yesterday's video what my alternative scenario would be. So what happens if we break above 1913? Maybe I should just mention that again. if we break above 1913, I will first watch if we break above 1939 as well, which will be quite likely. And then I will probably reset this B wave. This is possible that we just get a higher B wave that is sort of does an extension of the B wave. And that's possible because so far we only have 3 waves down. So it could simply be just an A, B, C structure to the downside. Again, just another 3-wave drop that could lead to another rally to the upside and reset this B wave before we come down. Yeah, again, that would catch a lot of people out. On a day like that, I wouldn't rule that out, that we get a bit of a fake rally to the upside. Yeah, why is that still possible? It's possible because we're not really following through yet to the downside, and the market is sort of holding and waiting, right? Yeah, and because basically, I mean, we have been in this range since the middle of March, in this overall range here, and it's very corrective. So that leaves a lot of options on the table. And we just need to look out for the first. We need to look out for the first proper impulse to the upside. But at the moment, I think the overall forecast is still down. 1913 is the pivot, though. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.